Hello Capricorns, this is Lynzeslight. I'm here for your monthly love reading for June 2018. My first video I did was for my Capricorns that are in a relationship, married, whatever the case may be, boyfriend, girlfriend. So you can go back to that video if you are in a relationship for what I saw there. Now I'm going to work on my single Capricorns. Now, every reading may not resonate with everybody, but it will resonate with someone. And I hope that you come across this reading and that you do with it what you will, and that you thrive in life, and that you can manifest your perfect relationship, and everything that you want will come to pass. And so that's my prayer for you. So let's get started. Oh, and if you do want a reading, a private reading, email me below and we will get a private reading, and your reading can be much more detailed for you and your personal situation. So absolutely. So let's get started. All right. Queen of Cups is what you single Capricorns got as how you're feeling about the situation. You're feeling very disconnected from your spouse. You're feeling there's no compassion, burnt out emotionally, cold almost. Like you have nothing more emotionally to offer them because you've given them everything. And being a Capricorn, that makes sense because Capricorns will love the heck out of you. They will make sure that you feel loved if they love you. They will give you their life savings if you need it, and they love you. So I can understand why you feel empty emotionally, because you so effortlessly pour that love out to people that you love. And it's a beautiful quality, don't get me wrong, but it's draining. It's exhausting. And, you can only do so much for people. You still have to love you. You still have to protect your peace, protect your space, protect where you are. And you can't feel guilty for stepping back and saying, listen, I need me for a second. I need to figure out where I am. I need to start loving myself. I need to put myself as a priority. And people think that putting yourself as a priority is a bad thing, but that's called self-love. That's called let me make sure I'm still here another 80 years. I can't just completely give myself to everybody and I have nothing left. So that's what I'm feeling for the Capricorns this month, 2018, that you guys are kind of like, listen, whew, I need a break. I need a break. The person that you are with has the Nine of Swords, which is leading me to believe that they probably suffer from some type of overthinking, anxiety, putting too much pressure on you. And it's just like, listen, you're just like, hey, I can't do it anymore. It's just too much for me right now. Like, you've kind of tapped out, and you might still be with this person actually. Or it could have just been like a separation that just happened maybe. Or you're thinking about separating, or you're wanting to put more fun into the relationship, or you might be wanting to hold on to it, but it's really, it's on thin ice right now because you are so emotionally tapped out from this person. And obviously, because you love them, it's very difficult for you. It's very difficult for you to walk away emotionally because it's hard. I know that's hard, Caps. I understand, but happiness is important. Peace of mind is very important. Love is also important, but self-preservation is very important. And sometimes you have to step away from people, okay? You have to step away and get it together. Let that person get it together. Come back together. And, see what happens. So what you bring to the relationship is the Hermit. That is the Hermit card. That means that you know how to look within. You know how to say, listen, I'm not right now, or I am right, or I want to say you're the leader in the relationship because you stand alone. And a lot of people that stand alone are leaders. They know how to be self-sufficient. They know how to think for themselves. They know how to manifest. They know how to do what they got to do. So you've kind of isolated yourself a little bit. But you've always kind of been like that. Just kind of independent. And that's attractive to people. That's definitely attractive to people. And that's a characteristic that they really like. That's attracting you to people. So I say continue to do that in this month. Isolation, just learning who you are again, remembering who you are, remembering what makes you happy, going within, because sometimes men and women, we forget about us. Queen of Cups, single caps, that's you. We forget about us. We want to help people so much and do so much for everybody that we forget that we are important. We forget that we need to take care of us. We forget, and I feel like that's what you're doing this month in relationship. So go back to who you are. Isolate yourself. Get your nails done. If you're a guy, go get your hair cut. Go shopping. Plan a vacation. Do something for you. Isolate yourself, I would say. Regain your, self-care. Regain who you are. Remember who you are. Love who you are. You know what I mean? Because you're starting to lose yourself in this relationship. And you are a very independent, strong person. You're starting to lose yourself emotionally. You're just drained emotionally within this relationship. So go out there, get your nail done, hair done, and everything. Okay. So yeah, go do that. Because you deserve it. Okay? Don't get overwhelmed by love. Love is beautiful. Love is not painful. You know what was it? Buddha who said, when you're in love, people always say when you got butterflies and you're nervous, but it's when you're at peace, when it's still, when there's no stress, when love doesn't hurt. And sometimes overdoing love hurts. Overdoing it, giving too much, where your own cups are empty, it hurts. We have to be mindful of that. Mothers do it like that. I mean, I'm not trying to single out the women, because men, I know you guys, you guys are the rock, the backbone. So you guys love just as much. I think it affects you in a different way. But women often lose themselves in love, whether it's loving their children or their husbands or their friends. Women want to please and love and serve and guide, that sometimes we forget that it's, draining us. So Capricorns, please be mindful of that this month. This is what's kind of kept the relationship together. This is a strong point in the relationship. And it's showing me that you guys balance each other. You guys balance each other. I think when the relationship is good and things are going great, you guys know how to balance each other out. And that's what kept you. You're the yin and he's the yang. Y'all, hand in hand. You're balanced. You may be in two different places in your life, but it balances. It works when you guys are in a healthy place in your relationship. So that is what the strong point is in your relationship. Balance. You guys bring peace when it's good. You bring balance. You bring clarity. You bring that when it's good. Okay. And it can always get back good if both of you are willing to do the work. And that's pretty important. People don't realize how important balance is. Balance is really a good thing. If you don't have balance in your relationship, too much of this or too little of that, it's never going to work. So when the relationship is doing well, balance is what's keeping you together. Now, the weakness is the World, and I find that to be interesting because the World is an amazing card. And I don't really take it as a weakness. I take it as there's more out there, and I don't know if this is where I want to be anymore. I don't know. I feel like we should have so much more. I feel like a cycle should be changing by now. This is what we should have. Or a cycle is changing and I feel like it's changing and I'm resisting the change. That's what I feel. Or our relationship is going to a new place and we're resisting going with the change. We're wanting to stay where we are, but the world wants to change things, change the way we speak to each other, change the way we're intimate and love each other. And we're still stuck in a place where we can't get past that because I'm not messing with you right now. You know what I mean? So the weakness is the world is trying to help you out. I think this relationship is worth keeping. But, there's some issues. There's some inner issues. Sometimes we think the grass is greener on the other side. And I don't believe that's what this card is telling me. I don't believe this card is saying the grass is greener on the other side. I believe this card is saying things are changing within the relationship. A cycle is about to change in the relationship. The cycle may not be the end of the relationship. It could just be the way that you guys deal with each other within the relationship. And that's a weakness. Like we're not willing to go forward. And that could either be you or your spouse. We're not willing to change the way we think about things. We're kind of, I don't know. Let me use an analogy. Have you ever, somebody who grew up in the hood maybe, right? And you move out, and the people who stayed in the hood are like, no, I'm not willing to do better. But doing better is simply just a mindset. It's a thought. It's a team. It's balance. And somebody in the relationship may be resistant to doing that. So that's what I'm feeling as to why this is a weakness. Now, issues, advice, or something that really needs to be mindful of. Another reason why I don't think this relationship is, I don't think that the world means the end of the relationship. I think it means the end of the way that we deal with each other in the relationship. You have the Four of Cups, which means, we're thinking the grass is greener on the other side. Okay? God is giving you what you have. You might already have it. You probably already have what he's giving you, but you're looking at your empty cups. And your empty cups could just be your emptiness, honestly. You're thinking, listen, I could have so much more. Even if I was alone, I would be more fulfilled than I am now. I don't have any more energy for this relationship anymore. There's nothing that I can do for this relationship anymore. So I'm looking at my lack, I'm looking at my emptiness, I'm looking at my exhaustion, I'm looking at all these things, and I'm not looking at what God's giving me, which is resources, which is, family, which is the spouse that you have. But we have to work on how we deal with each other. The world is the cup that God is giving you, or your creator, whatever you want to call him. The world is the cup that he's giving you. Let's change the way we think and deal with each other. And I think that's what this card means. Don't look, be careful of what you're looking away from. That's what this card is telling me. So I think that you have some thinking to do in your relationship. I think we need, some time apart. Now I pulled 3 oracle cards. I'm going to place them on top. I pulled 3 oracle cards for extra guidance. The first card you got was playfulness. Playfulness. So that, to me, that means, like I said, you're kind of forgetting who you are. I need you to take some time to play, have fun again. Remember what that meant. You know what I mean? Love and being in love is supposed to be fun. Like, let's enjoy each other again. Let's figure out how to do that. That young teen, let's recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. The second one you got was separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So separation, some time apart can help your relationship. And that's what I feel. I feel like, let's take some time for us. For me, for you and I, let's learn who we are again, because you got reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life, and I believe that this is within this relationship. I believe that this relationship could possibly reconcile if that's what you want. Or if you separate from the relationship, somebody from your past will return. Somebody from your past could return. But I kind of think it's this relationship that you're in already. I think that the love is there. And I think that this could be a divine union. I think that we forgot why, who, when, and where we fell in love and loved. And it's just become confused. And we need to come up with new ways. Come up with new ways to love each other. And sometimes you have to separate. Sometimes you have to separate to learn yourself and learn how to love people and know how important people are to you, because you have the reconciliation card. So I would say in the month of June 2008, it is a month of reflection within yourself. It is a month of filling your cups back up. It is a month of remembering who you are. It is a month of making important decisions. If you want to stay, if you want to go, if it's worth it or if it's not. You know what I mean? And that person has to be respectful of that. They have to know that if you're tired, then you're tired. If you need a break, you need a break, girl. Or guy. This is what this is saying. You need a break, and this is what that's telling me. You need a break. You need a break. But like I said, be careful of what you're not looking at. Be careful of how you're not dealing with things that you should be dealing with. Okay? All right, my single caps, that's your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it did resonate with some of you out there. Like I said, if you would like a private reading, the link will be down below for the details on how to get across that. This was fun, and I can't wait for next month. Have a great day.